Caitlin Clark went toe-to-toe with Diana Taurasi, forcing her to change her tone afterward. Now, if you guys recall, Diana Taurasi straight up told everyone that Caitlin was in for a rude awakening once she came to the league. Reality is coming. You look superhuman playing against some 18-year-olds, but you're going to come play with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time. Now, Taurasi faced a lot of backlash for this comment. Many fans labeled her as a hater and that she was simply jealous of Caitlin, who is clearly the new face of the WNBA. However, Taurasi went to double down on her statement and even called those fans sensitive.
Yeah, it's the new fans are really sensitive these days. You can't say anything. It's kind of like when you go from kindergarten to first grade, there's a learning adjustment. When you go from high school to college, there's a learning adjustment. I don't think I said anything that wasn't factually correct, and like anything.
Now, you can say that Taurasi has earned the right to trash talk, seeing that she is one of the greatest WNBA players of all time. But one reason her trash talk is rubbing a lot of fans the wrong way is because she is just one of many who have been piling on Caitlin Clark. At this point, it seems almost unfair how many of the WNBA players have reacted to Caitlin's ascension. And the crazy thing is, Taurasi was in Caitlin's shoes at one point. When she entered the league as a 22-year-old, many looked at her as the next one up. In fact, she was given a spot on the Olympic team. And she credits good veteran leadership as a key to how she handled all of that pressure.
Like anything, I was the youngest on that team by far. I had just amazing veterans that just took me under their wing and really showed me the ropes. When I talk about Lisa and Cheryl and Dawn and Tina.
Fast forward 20 years, and now Taurasi is the vet and Caitlin is the rookie. However, it doesn't seem like Taurasi is willing to do for Caitlin what other WNBA legends did for Taurasi. But Caitlin is perfectly fine fighting her battles by herself. In fact, she has been doing so all year. She has had a target on her back in every game. Players have been hitting her with cheap shots, trying to get into her head and show that they are better than her. Meanwhile, Caitlin continues to break records. She became the fastest WNBA rookie to surpass 100 points and 50 assists. On top of that, she tied Crystal Robinson's rookie single-game record with 7 three-pointers. After that, she went on to set the Fever single-game record with 13 assists. It's almost as if every time she steps foot on the court, she either sets another record or comes close to it. Caitlin said Taurasi was always someone she associated with women's professional basketball. She appreciated the intensity and fire with which Taurasi played and called her a matchup, a chance to compete against the best, a dream come true. That is somebody I grew up idolizing and looking up to and wanting to be like one day. I don't know if there's going to be many people to be able to do it like her. Clearly, the reaction between the two are completely different. This is why all eyes were on the Fever matchup against the Mercury. Fans wanted to see if Taurasi would back up her trash talk and how Caitlin would respond to facing one of her idols. And she did not disappoint. However, there were some scary moments. The Fever trailed by as many as 15 points against the Mercury. For a second, it looked like Taurasi was right about Caitlin. The transition from college to WNBA might be a little too much for her right away. But then the Fever turned it on. They went on a 29-15 run in the third quarter and took the lead. Along with this, a few of Caitlin's highlights began to make the rounds on social media, including an ankle breaker and a deep logo 3. Caitlin proved to be great because she didn't shy away from the pressure. She finished with a near triple-double, collecting 15 points, 12 assists, and 9 rebounds. Meanwhile, Taurasi posted 19 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds in 32 minutes. 2 nights earlier, in a home win over the Los Angeles Sparks, Taurasi had hit 5 three-pointers. Against the Fever, she shot 2 of 10 from deep. Guess the pressure to live up to her own words backfired. Now, this win was big for the Fever. It was their first victory over a winning team in 20 tries. While symbolically it almost seemed like a passing of the torch moment, Caitlin, just 22 years old, went toe-to-toe with the WNBA career scoring leader and came out victorious. Not only did she beat her idol, but afterward it seemed as if she earned Taurasi's respect as well. In the post-game press conference, Taurasi said that she was amazed by what Caitlin has been able to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. What Caitlin's been able to do in her short career so far has just been nothing short of remarkable. The one thing that I really love about her, she loves the game. You can tell she's put the work in. And even, throughout, her short WNBA career, it's been a lot of pressure, a lot of things thrown at her. And, she keeps showing up and keeps getting better every single game. So her future is super bright.
Caitlin kept it classy afterward, too.
Obviously, a lot was made of this matchup between yourself and Diana Taurasi. I know she's one of your idols. How big is it for you to get a win here against her today?
I'm just happy we won. It was cool to play against her, and obviously a really great game. And like you said, this crowd was absolutely incredible.
The Fever social media team, on the other hand, took the opportunity to poke a little fun at Taurasi. They posted "reality check" on X while announcing the win, which referred to Taurasi's past comments regarding Clark's hype entering her first WNBA season. Now, Caitlin has been living up to that hype. She has averaged 16.2 points, 6.9 assists, and 5.7 rebounds throughout her first 20 games. Though the Fever have struggled with an 8-12 record, which included losing 8 of their first 10 games in 2024. However, since then, they have started to get it together and put up more competitive matchups. Caitlin's leadership has also shined during the up-and-down season. She believes that the team is starting to gel together, which might be scary news for the other squads.
This is the first time we've won 4 home games in a row since 2015. You have to have perspective on things, and that goes for life too. Have perspective on life, and there just needs to be solid perspective on what this team can accomplish, and I think everybody in our locker room had that, and nobody ever hung our heads. We had the hardest schedule to start. We didn't get to practice much, and we're playing with the most inexperienced team in the WNBA, so I think it's just this group is, starting to click and build some chemistry, and it's one day at a time. But like I said, everybody loves instant satisfaction. But sure, we would have probably loved that too. But I think we all kept good perspective on knowing we just need to get better at one step at a time, and that's what we're going to continue to do, even though we've won, 3 in a row at home here.
The Fever have accounted for all 5 of the most watched WNBA games since 2002, which includes their June 16th win against the Chicago Sky. The game averaged a 1.3 rating and a 2.25 million viewers, surpassing Caitlin's WNBA debut on ESPN2's opening night as the league's most watched game since the 2001 Memorial Day matchup between the Los Angeles Sparks and Houston Comets, which totaled 2.44 million viewers. Clearly, fans cannot get enough of Caitlin, so it's a good thing that she is only getting started.